So let's move in. So tell me a little bit about the organization Clowns Without Borders.
Clowns Without Borders is an organization. It's a nonprofit that we volunteer for as clowns, as performers, and volunteers travel around the world and domestically now, in a few cases, to visit children in crisis situations. So children whose communities are, under the threat of war, disease, natural disaster. So we go visit and we put on shows for them. They're lovely, they're children's shows. They're pieces that we make up together as groups, and that's
where are some of the places that you've been?
I'm part of a project with Elisa and Les in Cairo, Egypt, and our focus group is Sudanese refugees or people who have been forced to migrate. But we wind up in refugee communities. We wind up performing for a lot of different people who have come to Cairo to find some stability or to possibly get help or to move into the West to be with family members who have already moved abroad. So we'll see Eritreans, Ethiopians, people from Somalia, Congo. Then we also work with street children there, and also with Egyptians, with Egyptian children who are with special needs, or we go to hospitals. So that's a community that I work with through Clowns Without Borders and perform clown shows for. But Elise and I have also made a trip to the greater New Orleans area with a project called Katrina Land. So that was a domestic trip that we made together, and that a lot of other clowns also made. But Clowns Without Borders it's international. We go everywhere. There are Clowns Without Borders South Africa, Ireland, Canada, France, Spain. Actually the concept started in Spain. So that's a little bit of information.
I'm going to talk specifically about our travels in Cairo. We will wake up early in the morning and make a really cheap breakfast, and then we'll usually drag all of our stuff down the street to the subway or to the place where you can hop on buses, because when we're in Egypt, we usually try to travel as cheaply as possible. So we travel like all of the people the Egyptians and the people that live in Cairo, the locals. Local style. So many times we'll be on public transportation for sometimes an hour, maybe even longer, going to maybe the outskirts of Cairo to be performing our shows, and we'll get out there and meet with some of the teachers, maybe at a school that we go to, and usually there's we have to sit first and have some tea and cookies or cake with the teachers or whoever our host is, and then finally they'll get the kids all together and we'll perform our show, which takes about a half an hour. And
how many kids is typical?
Typical kids, it could be like 300 kids. It could be a small amount of kids, maybe just 30 kids. It ranges. And then we'll usually just play with the kids a little bit after, and then go on to another place. And sometimes we'll have 3 shows a day doing this, and so we get a lot of exercise, and then go home and sleep.
And actually,
and get up the next day and do it again.
So what are the reactions to the as you're traveling? What are the reactions to the people? As you're performing, what are the reactions to the people that you're visiting?
Yeah, I guess I can answer this one. I'm not a trained clown per se, but I love kids. And, well, you know, making kids laugh, that's what's in me. So I will do anything, whatever it takes to get them to laugh, you know? So for me, like, that half an hour is, like, the best part of the trip. You know, like, getting those kids to laugh, you know, having them forget about their day and like how hard it can be and things like that, and bringing these shows to them that they rarely ever get. That's really what it is that we do. You know, it's like that half hour. That's what it's all about.
Sure. Awesome. And so why is it Clowns Without Borders? What do you guys feel through your experience as clowns, as performers? What is it about clowning that has a place in all these places that you go to?
Probably the convenience and we talked in the video about how our show is very visual, and we try and tell a story as well as like get the kids to laugh. And I mean, I guess you could do that with dance, but depending on what kind of dance you do, you're not necessarily going to get people to yuck immediately. We were just in Cairo in October, and that's the first time I've been with them. They've been like 4 times. Yeah. So I don't know, like, I still don't feel like I'm a clown. You know, I didn't train in it, and like I don't feel like I'm a clown. I feel like I'm just bringing something to the kids.
The way I sort of see things and have experienced the world, I just feel incredibly lucky that I've been given so many wonderful gifts. So, and I look at performance, I look at comedy, I look at clown as something so wonderful and so human, and you know, it's play. It's something you can communicate without language. So, you know, that's without borders. It's an incredible tool to be able to go to visit people and to have these incredible exchanges that, you know, that are beyond words, when clown's really good, you're going sort of deeper than the surface, or that's sort of a goal. A personal goal of mine is to sort of see what's beneath and to share something a little bit more personal. You've gone, you said 4 times, is that what you said? Do you visit the same places, or do you go to completely different? We go back.
Yeah.
Lisa should tell about.
Yeah. We mostly go back to the same places. So, which is awesome because the kids get used to us coming, and so that they're always looking forward to us, and they get more and more excited about us coming and performing for them or working with them every year. And then we're always also trying to like find new communities to play with and trying to bring people together. So yeah, we get around. Like I'm happy to say that we have visited some people all 4 times, and that's awesome.
Are there any clowns that have influenced your work, like the clowns that you look up to or performers?
One at a time.
Oh. Well,
or just anyone who hasn't.
Chaplin.
Lily Tomlin.
Well, again, since I'm not a clown, we got this question asked at American University in Cairo, and the only answer I had was George Bush.
Well, I think, it's important to remind people and audiences and communities that it's important not to take clown for granted, that it's and live performance for that matter, and the power that it has, you know, to impact is very real, and it's strong, and it's alive, and we're happy to be part of it.